we're going to discuss how STEM subjects support on and off the pitch performance. So science, technology and access to data insights has accelerated our understanding of players and performance. So the first thing, how can you explain or describe how working with data analysts has helped or improved performance?
I think it is important to consider that as well as all the technical stuff and tactical stuff you do, because the data will break down exactly what you've done well, what you've not done well, what you need to work on, and you can really narrow down of like how you train or what you need to work on, whether that is in the gym or on the pitch. And like I say, it just helps out it helps you improve and like what you need to work on.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the advantages then of having it in the game now? You think of all the data. I think back to when I first played, I could get away with murder, not running, giving away the ball. But now you can't get away with this. You've got the GPS is in your back. You've got obviously analysis, kind of clicking, possession kept, given away, counter attacks against, goals, fans that come into the stadium. There's so much in tech now that supports our game.
Yeah, we have a lot of analysts at Liverpool. I think we have 2 or 3 now, and we have 1, 2 that sort of do like game plans and stuff like that based on stats. So they might, before a game say, this team, 70% of their goals come from crosses, which obviously is good for us to know, so then in the week we'll practice defending crosses, stuff like that. And I think one of the things that keeps being harped onto us is some mad stat that we get told every season that like 85% of goals in the penalty box come from like 2 touches or less. So then when you see stats like that, it's like black and white. It's like, obviously, right, strikers, like you need to finish, in training you're not going to get 3, 4, 5 touches because it just doesn't happen statistically. So I think that kind of stuff for stats is really like helpful and important, because it can obviously help shape how you train and how you need to train to perform in the game, kind of thing. And like I say, we're quite big on it. I'd say at Liverpool we get quite a lot of stats, individual stats and team stats, like preparing us for games.
No, so then it's really interesting even listening, because I'm thinking back to when I played, in terms of there was access to some of the things you're talking about, but it seems like it's really accelerated. I just wanted to see what advice you'd give somebody interested in pursuing STEM careers in the future.
I think for me, I couldn't recommend it enough. I'm on the other side of it. We kind of get the data that they kind of equate themselves in.
Hard work.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for us, or in any other sport, you get it. But I think for kind of what we've experienced, I'm going to touch on what Noah does as well. He kind of sends you, after a game, you get your individual stats and then you get yours compared to a league average. And I love that stuff. And I think it's like you kind of see where you are in comparison to every other goalkeeper in the league, and you might be a little bit lower on this. But for me, that information is fantastic, and it's something that, again, we never had years ago. And I think any information we get, it's never enough. Like, we need more. And I think, the older I've got in the game and the kind of the data side has really come through. I think it's second to none what we get. And I think if anyone's going into it, male, female, like the work you are doing only benefits us. And it's massive. And that's kind of my opinion. But I think information-wise, we can't have enough.
I think it's rewarding as well. Like,
100%.
I was speaking to one of our sports scientists the other day, and she was saying like she has obviously all our data and stuff, and we don't necessarily notice how much we're improving because it's just like, another week in the gym, like whatever, we'll do this weight. But like she's tracking every single week what weights we're doing, and she puts like weights that she wants us to be doing, and sometimes we're like, oh God, Danny, like really am I doing this weight? But like, so she has it, and like for her, like I could just see in her face like how buzzing she was that when she was talking about how much like she's progressed us. And we know a bit, but we don't really track it that much. But like I've gone from lifting, I don't know, 60 kilogram to 90 kilogram, and it's like a big difference over a year. And obviously to her it's so rewarding because she's helping us improve. And similarly with the stats people, if they pair us for a game and say they're going to shoot low left and you save all the ones, like, do you know what I mean? It's rewarding in that sense. And I think for those like people who are interested in those careers, like although you're not on the field, like, or on the pitch, wherever, you can help us as well so much. And I think we're, like Lawsy says, we all want the information and the help as much as we can get. Like, it can only help us.